Welcome to the very first episode of BonAppeDorm. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Laura Robinson. I'm here with my co-hosts for the day, Chris Brewster and Jeff Rice. Guys, it's a pleasure to have you on the show tonight. I understand that you don't have the most experience cooking, so hopefully tonight will be right up your alley.
That's correct.
Yeah, so thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us, yeah.
Thank you. All right, so on today's agenda, we are going to be making a delicious and hearty ramen. I don't know about you, Chris and Jeff, but I've been feeling a little bit under the weather lately, despite all of the sunshine that we got today. But in light of all the sickness that is going around on campus, this ramen will instantly make you feel better. This recipe turns instant noodles into an instant favorite in less than 5 minutes. I kind of lived off of ramen last semester. I got so tired of the dining hall food. They do an excellent job, but I don't know, sometimes you need some change.
Some days you need a little bit of spice.
Yes.
Ramen?
So, yes. That's exactly what we have here today. We have fresh vegetables and spices to incorporate in that dish. This ramen is extremely versatile, which is the best part. You can sub in and out anything that you do not like and make it to your own liking. I love broccoli and I love green beans, carrots, corns, and peas. I don't know about you guys.
And anything you can throw in there. I love vegetables, but like if you can put it in ramen, you're doing something right.
Yes, that's awesome. I know my brother doesn't eat any vegetables, but he will eat this, so it's always a crowd pleaser.
There you go.
All right, so the water is one of those things in the ingredients that you can just eyeball. I like my ramen with more broth to it. It just depends on how much water you need to submerge the noodles while cooking. But the water can be drained off later, so you can pick the amount of broth that you would like. And the spices make it a very flavorful broth, and that is like a soup. I know some of the ramen water, like my roommate, she absolutely hates when the ramen has broth to it. She thinks that she calls it actual ramen water. So I kind of want to like take that away and actually give it a flavorful profile. So this is perfect for when you have a cold and you're craving that warm cup of soup. When it comes to the vegetables, anything is possible. I went to the Walmart in town to get the vegetable mix, and you can get the mixes at the dollar store too. I know they have cauliflower and all that good stuff in the frozen department, but I like all the options that Walmart has. Walmart is awesome. They have everything under the sun. Same with the Dollar Tree. I used to work there. Best thing ever.
Walmart's definitely the place to go.
Yeah.
I didn't know Dollar Store had like vegetables and stuff.
Mm-hmm. They have eggs. I think they have cheese too sometimes. It just depends on what they have available. I know that for a later recipe we have going on, they have bread, and it's usually always fresh. You can always check that. Sometimes the bread ties say that too, depending on the color, which is also a hack for when you're cooking. So this recipe makes a lot of food. For every pack of ramen you can make this meal. I got a ton of the ingredients at the Dollar Tree in town, like we were saying. And the best part is that it was looking through all the spices that they had in the store. And that's kind of what I do for fun. I just go there and look at everything. So I recommend doing that because they can get pricey everywhere else. And I'm gonna turn up the heat on this while we get it cooking. But it's important to note that flavor does not need to be expensive. And if you would like more protein in the dish, you can add eggs, beef, chicken, anything that you would like. That's a little bit more expensive, but it's always a good option to have there in the dorm room. So yeah, I just added the water inside of the pan, and with all the ramen and stuff in there, I pre-cooked the noodles so they cooked a little bit faster here, but you can actually just throw them all into the microwave. You get more of like a grill flavor when you do it over the stovetop, which is awesome. All right. So we're just gonna add, I usually do a cup of vegetables for this. And let's see. There we go. See, so bright and colorful instantly makes me feel better. All right, I'm gonna turn that up. All right. All right, I'm gonna start scooping this up, and I had just enough time where it's warm, and then we're gonna taste test it and go to break right after that. All right. Go. And we'll be right back after that. Welcome back to BonAppeDorm. If you couldn't join us earlier, we made a gourmet ramen that doesn't break the bank. Chris, how is it?
It's really good.
Really good?
It's really tasty.
That's
Perfect.
fantastic.
All right, so last Monday I saw that I was on Twitter and I saw that it was National Egg McMuffin Day and McDonald's had a free Egg McMuffin deal in the morning. Now, I don't know about you, but I for sure did not wake up early enough to take advantage of that deal. So I thought, why don't we make our own? Okay, when you make this recipe, make sure that you have a microwave safe mug. I cannot stress that enough. It's going to be really hot when you take it out of the microwave, and the last thing we want is to get burned. Now, I know what you might be thinking. An egg in a microwave? It's actually very, very tasty and very easy, and my mom used to do this for me in the morning as a kid. Now, I don't have a refined palate in elementary school, so the salsa and the sour cream that you saw on the ingredient list wasn't involved in the sandwich, but now I have a jar on my hand in the dorm room, and it's always a staple, so I try to incorporate that into my meals. Get the most bang for your buck for your grocery list. All right, so always make sure that you are going to spray your mug there for the egg. I usually just crack it in there, and then put that back, and then, all right. So I always throw it in the microwave for 2 minutes or so and make sure that they are just cooking in there, and if they're done, that means that they're not floppy anymore and there's no liquid in there. All right, so I have one already made. I just pretended like I put it in the microwave. This is what the final product looks like. You can see the chunks of the salsa and all of the salt and pepper that we put in there, and it is a protein-packed way to start off your morning, which is fantastic. So I'm gonna put that down there. Chris, you are our official taste tester.
All right. Am I good to go?
Yes, of course.
Perfect.
You get the
Dig
most
in.
bang for your buck here with this. You get the bread, the eggs, and all of that kind of stuff for the price of $8. You can meal prep this as well. I usually make them on Sundays and I eat them throughout the week, which is awesome.
There you go.
Very
That's
good.
really good.
Oh, that's so great. I'm glad to hear
You
that.
can taste the salt. You can taste all the different flavors on top of the egg. It's really good. It's really tasty.
And it's also important that you can get a good toast on the bread too. I usually just use a whole wheat. You can do a croissant. I know you were talking about that earlier.
Gotta love those croissants, you know?
Yes, I love a good bagel, everything on there too. That gives a good flavor profile to that as well. All right, so in our next portion, we're going to be doing a taste test. I found these at Walmart. I know, the superstore.
Wow.
They're I guess it's a great value of a Girl Scout cookie, which is the best thing ever. I know that they can get kind of expensive, so I found these for $1.32. It's honestly a steal.
You're saving so much money.
I know.
You're basically robbing the place.
I spent $10 on Girl Scout cookies like last week.
Yeah,
I could buy 10 packs of those.
yeah. I eat them and I won't stop. That's the best part. All right. So we just had the great sandwich. All right. After this, we're going to actually dig into these cookies. Stay tuned for that. We're really excited for that. And thank you.
All right.
All right. Welcome back to BonAppeDorm.
Yes.
Oh, welcome back to BonAppeDorm. In this portion of the segment, we're doing a product review. If you couldn't watch us sooner, and if you couldn't tune in, we made a wonderful gourmet ramen that was super flavorful and with a spicy broth. And then we moved on to our breakfast sandwich because of the Egg McMuffin deal. I don't know, you guys both really enjoyed those recipes,
It
which
was
I'm
so good.
super
Definitely.
It was
excited
so good.
about. All right, so now we're gonna get into our taste test of our Girl Scout cookies that I found at Walmart.
Let's dig
All
in.
right, yeah, help yourself, please. So I wanted to find something new and different. Are they exactly like it?
I haven't had a Thin Mint in so long, but
I can't tell the
this
difference.
is it's still good. It's still really good. I mean, you said $1.32.
Yeah.
You can't beat
You can't
that.
beat it.
No.
And I know that Dollar Tree also has another, it's like a dupe of a Girl Scout cookie. I know, for $1, can't beat it. These are baked to the same height. I can definitely tell that they try to replicate them. The flavor is there too. I don't know. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
The
I-
peanut butter,
Go for it. Go for it.
I don't know what they're called.
Oh,
But-
tag along.
Tag along. Those are so good. And I bet Great Value would replicate that just as good as these.
They
These
do
are the
have those,
grasshoppers,
too.
right?
I think that's what's the Elf? They have an Elf brand one. Those are grasshoppers,
Yeah,
but
yep.
Oh.
these are Thin Mints.
Oh.
Come on, man.
Weren't you a Boy Scout?
Well, we don't sell these cookies.
I know, but I know you gotta like.
It's a rivalry. We
Yes,
don't-
you gotta
we
know
don't,
your
like-
competitor's
Right.
product. That's important. If you're a salesman.
Not anymore.
They have the best popcorn too, so maybe we'll do a review of popcorns as well.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. So, I don't know. What's your least favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Coconut.
That's my
Me
favorite.
too.
I
It's
like the
like-
Samoas a lot. I really like those, but
Well, it's
why don't you
it's like if
those?
you either like coconut or you don't.
Right.
Like the chocolate stripe, I'll eat that. I'll eat the graham cracker part. I won't eat the coconut.
I know. I think, I don't know. I love a good deal for prices and stuff like that, but I'm Girl Scout loyal. I gotta buy the regular product. I don't know about you guys.
I'm gonna dive back in.
Yeah, I'm going for seconds here.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's so good.
I could sit there and eat that entire pack.
I could go through 8 or 9 packages.
Yeah, I could too.
Which not good for your health. Don't do that ever. But
That's
it's really
okay.
tasty.
Yes.
You got a thin layer of milk chocolate within like a cookie.
Cookie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef Jeff.
So I'm going for a third.
I love that. Do you drink them with milk?
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time. I cannot stand milk. It's one of those things where I don't know why. I'm also like lactose intolerant. I can't have it. But I've never been a fan of it to begin with.
You ever try them frozen?
Frozen milk?
No, no. No, the cookies. You put them in the refrigerator
No,
or the
frozen
freezer.
cookies. Yeah. It gives a
No,
little
that
extra
sounds
crunch.
good. Have you ever frozen a Snicker?
Yes.
Those are awesome. too.
Reese's.
Yeah.
In the refrigerator. Takes me home.
You could freeze any. You could.
Yeah.
You can
Freeze
do
whatever
whatever
you
you
want.
want, and it'll be good.
I would like
No,
to
I
see
can
an
argue
ice
that.
cream version of this. I want Walmart to make an ice cream version of a Thin Mint cookie.
Oh, I
What do you
bet
mean?
they've
Like
done
like
that.
an actual tub of ice cream?
Yeah, so you know at Cold Stone where they chop it up and then
Oh.
they fold it
They get
into
fancy.
it? Yeah.
Right.
With the cookies
I want
and
to
the
see
ice
that.
cream.
That would be my favorite.
I think they should do that with all of the different cookies.
Yeah.
Like not just Thin Mints, not just the Great Value Fudge Mint cookies that we have here, but like the Tagalongs, the Samoas, all of the Girl Scout
Whole
cookies.
collection.
Any cookie,
Yeah.
I think you should
Chip Ahoy.
anything.
I could see it.
Um,
I think we should start a business.
I'm gonna eat another one of these cookies because they're really good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and hope that they make what we want. Because
Like, picture a bowl of ice cream here, just plain vanilla. I'm not gonna crush it up, but you crush it up, mix it around in the ice cream.
you're digging in for thirds.
You've got, I mean, it's not mint ice cream.
Right.
It's Thin Mint ice cream. It's like,
They help each other. It's
complement the
Symbiotic.
flavor.
No, isn't that? Never mind. I was gonna say like parasitic.
That's
What's
not right at all.
No.
That's not the right word. I'm just gonna tell
We're
you.
like
That's
getting
not the right word.
scientific, like good eats, like the.
All that matters is that it's good.
Yes.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how they make it, what they do to make it. It just matters that it exists, and it
It's
tastes
very
good.
cheap. And that's the real beauty of it.
Mm-hmm.
But
And I'm just really excited.
let's just get all the cookies and have a big ice
Get
cream
all the
party.
cookies.
I know that the Dollar Tree, they don't have as versatile of a collection with these like Walmart does, but I would love to see it if they did. I know it's like $32 difference or 32-cent difference with that, my apologies. But you have it here. This is definitely an approved product for your college pantry. So we are actually going to go on to another break. If you stay tuned with us, we are going to go over some cooking hacks that can actually make your dorm kitchen experiences way better. So thank you. Welcome back. In this portion of the show, we are going to be going through some dorm kitchen hacks. These things can improve your cooking experience in a dorm kitchen, but also teach some fundamental cooking skills. So when I'm cooking in the kitchens in the dorms, I always end up running out of counter space or just room in general. They're very tiny. And I always wish that I had some hacks that would help me with the process. I don't know if you guys have ever used the kitchens in your dorms.
Yeah, I have. I've made like ramen. I've actually tried to bake a pie, which didn't work out too well.
I make fun of him all the time for that.
Yeah, but that's fine.
So that's
But, yeah.
exciting. You have like a lot more cooking experience than most people do in college dorms. So
I hate a
that's
pizza.
exciting. I know I definitely try to bake brownies and cookies for everybody's birthdays, but it just gets to be a lot. So after learning about some recipes, would you try to do any of these or replicate any of these in that kitchen?
I would
Oh, yeah.
definitely, I'd definitely go for the egg McMuffin, or I'd go for the egg sandwich in the morning for sure.
Breakfasts, yes, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
that was really good.
It was
And,
so tasty. It was really good.
And you made it really fast, very cheap, and you can do
Boom,
it right
boom,
there.
boom.
You just-
Yeah.
Right in front of our face too, like
before my eyes, I was
Instant.
like, "Whoa, it's a sandwich!"
instant sandwich.
Right.
And that's the key. I know you guys go to the dining hall in the morning,
Oh,
so it
yeah.
will probably save you at least a half an hour on your mornings where you
Oh
can
my
just
gosh, yeah.
stay in bed, maybe enjoy your breakfast sandwich and your coffee and your newspaper.
Oh yeah.
Nobody reads the newspaper anymore, but yes. But that's really exciting. That I'm glad you guys enjoyed them so much. What recipes should we try next, do you think?
I don't know. You could make your own Boy Scout popcorn in the dorm.
Oh, like a
Like with all the different
chocolate
flavors.
and okay.
I think you should do
can
an
see that.
omelet or a pizza, or something that like multiple people can have. It's like, hey, I'm Laura, and I just went to the kitchen, and here's what I just made. Everyone can dig in.
I just made 4 pizzas. Boom, here you go.
Yes, I would love that. Yeah, I wanted to do a French toast. I know I can do a
Oh,
French
okay.
toast in a mug.
Really?
Yes, it's awesome.
That's kind of
Okay.
mind blowing.
Yeah, I know. You can do everything in a microwave. It's the beauty of it. All right, so for our first hack, this one is super simple, but you can actually make you more safe in the kitchen. And all you have to do is you take a dish towel and you just put that underneath your cutting board.
Okay.
And that keeps it from sliding around on you. So especially
okay.
when you're cutting things like baby carrots and stuff like that, if your knife slips from that moving board, you can actually cut yourself. So my mom taught me that little trick that always kept me safe, along with keeping your fingers inside of the knife when you're grabbing it. That's
Okay.
also a fundamental key to that. The second hack that we have is that I don't have enough storage in my dorm. I know, like, I have a ton of shoes. I'm definitely that type of girl. But with this hack, I always keep my spice storages, because now we're buying all of these great flavorful spices for our dishes and, you know, spicing up those dorm recipes and that
Right.
ramen. You need a place to put it. So our dorm rooms don't typically have the room for the whole pantry, so with this hack, it's a simple fix. The Dollar Tree had magnetic tins that you can do. You can actually see right through them and write on them. And I just stick those to the side of the metal cart that I bought, and that was awesome. It's just a modern touch, and it keeps it very simplistic and clean while you're in the kitchen and you're trying to organize yourself. I was talking about that metal cart, and that was awesome. That was from Target. I think it was a $30 purchase. And on the first shelf of that rack, I have my coffee maker and a mason jar full of coffee. It's very Pinterest.
Right.
It's my favorite thing. We love organization. And on the second shelf, I keep all of the dishes and cutting boards that I have for not only this show, but also for my personal use. And I also put my spices and cooking oils in the third tier of that. It's basically a kitchen in a cart. That's all you need. It's awesome. So I have bought that for my dorm. It's the best thing ever. It's not really a hack that I have in the last part of this, but buy a coffee maker that is like a Keurig. It's not only gets you the energy that you need, but it makes all sorts of things. I make ramen, mac and cheese, oatmeal with berries, and steamed vegetables from the hot water that it brews. It's absolutely awesome. All right, so that is all that we have for you tonight. Thank you for watching the first episode of BonAppeDorm. Stay tasty with us and join us next time.